Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's HR and Payroll Spotlight. We're so excited to have you with us today. My name is Courtney Pollock. I am your host today for SWK Webinars, and I am coming to you from Loveland, Colorado. I'd love to hear where we have people joining us from today. I always like it when I can see that we've covered coast to coast. So let us know where you're joining from. We have a fun event for you today. So this is our HR and Payroll Spotlight. We have 4 presenters from 4 different solutions and organizations, and they are going to show you their solution and how it meets different industries, different needs, and they have only just 5 minutes to do it. So they're going to give you the highlight reels of sorts so you can get an idea of what their solution offers. But we heavily encourage you to learn more. So you've got a button at the top of your screen that will take you to a page where you can explore more about each of today's presenters and their solutions, along with letting us know if you would like to be connected and learn more about these. I see we've got New Jersey, we've got San Francisco, so I've already got coast to coast. That is great. So just a couple housekeeping things I want to make you aware of. You know, everyone has been placed on mute, you're off camera, and that's just to keep things simple, keep the background noise to a minimum. However, heavily encourage you to participate in the chat. We've got some fun things going on today. So our presenters have just 5 minutes to tell you about their solution. They're also going to kick things off by telling you 3 facts about themselves. And one of those facts is a lie. Our presenters are lying today, and we would love for you to guess in the chat which one they're lying about, which of their 3 facts. I was a bit surprised. So they'll be telling you that throughout. We're also going to have a poll at the end we'd love for you to participate in. That's so you can let us know if you'd like to learn more about one or more of these solutions as you prepare your HR and payroll for 2026 or the end of 2025. And also I want to make you aware that these solutions, they can stand alone. They can also integrate with different ERP solutions, so you can have that fully connected system. So whether you're on something like Acumatica, Sage Intacct, Sage 100, each of these solutions have a different industry fit, different ERP integrations, and our presenters will tell you more about that today. So with that said, I think that covers all of our small housekeeping items. I love seeing all of you talking in the chat. Our panelists are in the chat as well. So we are going to kick things off with our first presenter today from ADP. Let me bring her on stage and let's get this deck ready to go. Hey, Kristen, how you doing?
Hey, Courtney. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, are you ready for your 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Just make sure I'm right there. Hi, everyone. Kristen Gannon from ADP. I've been with ADP for about 12 years. So some fun facts about me. I've been to all 7 continents. I've been robbed at gunpoint, and I've also been paragliding in the Swiss Alps. So today I am going to talk to you about why ADP. So you can see a few topics here that I'm going to be touching on. And at the end of the day, the reason why I am confident in ADP and being able to align with my customers is because we're able to truly get to understand the needs that you have in the organization, where you are today, where you're going to be in the future, and we can align that through our scalable solution set. So things like standalone services such as tax credits, workers' compensation, 401k administration, to our HR and payroll technology. Then we do get into outsourcing. So outsourced HR, payroll processing, and benefits administration to a fully outsourced model through a PEO. ADP's PEO is called ADP Total Source, and it's one of the largest employers in the US. From our Workforce Now technology, over 90,000 clients, 14 million employees paid. So we do pay 1 in 6 US Americans. The jobs report you see in the US produced with ADP data. And again, cloud-based single sign-on and the entire employee life cycle from recruitment to offboarding and separation, leave of absence, you can utilize ADP's technology. Of course, you can't forget ADP's mobile app. Everyone talks about ADP, about the mobile, but ADP's mobile is mobile first. And if you do a quick search for me on the Apple App Store, you'll find that ADP is one of the top 10 free mobile apps out there, and over 4.7 stars, 5 out of 5 for user ratings, with over 3.8 million reviews, and it is in over 25 languages. So for those bilingual workforces, a huge win there. Can't forget about ADP's data analytics because we pay so many US Americans from helping to find talent. So a lot of people use talent analytics and that data is already outdated by the time you go to use benchmarks. So you can use our anonymized solution set to pay fairer, find top talent, also to make sure that you are looking at the basic analytics within your organization to know how are you trending in overtime in certain departments, or how are managers doing with certain trends. AI. So ADP did recently launch ADP Assist, but I have to say, not all AI is created equal. So what happens if it's not built responsibly, poorly trained, or built on poor data? For you as an organization, you could have compliance risks, misguided insight, and even employee data security can be a concern. So we are prioritizing ethical and transparent use of AI and machine learning within our technology to ensure your data is being kept safe. And of course, data is more than just numbers. So backed by ADP's largest HR solution set on over 1 million clients across 142 countries and 42 million wage earners, ADP's core data set is ensuring that we are using our AI responsibly. A few examples of that. So tax registration, if you're moving into a new state, letting you know that you need to go ahead and register, a chat feature for you and your employees to be able to quickly get questions answered, such as what PTO do I have available? And again, diving deeper into those analytics, not only looking at analytics for your organization, but also comparing you to others, competitors in your industry. Can't forget about construction. ADP launched ADP Workforce Now for construction, prevailing wage, union, you name it. ADP is here to support you. And we are recently rated a top payroll and HR construction platform for the construction industry. Can't forget about the Construction Center of Excellence, where we have associates, implementation and service who only work with our construction customers. With integrations, you have our integrations dashboard focusing on Acumatica and Sage, but you can't forget the ADP Marketplace, which does provide integrations with other best-of-breed technologies such as Procore, Bamboo HR, Employee Navigator, all pre-built API integrations to allow you to make sure that you have access to this information and systems that are integrated without manual data entry. Partnership perks through SWK only, dedicated implementation, dedicated service teams, history conversion. We do up to 7 years history conversion, including pay stubs, payroll reports, W-2s, preferred pricing through their team as well. So lots of service support that you'll get through the ADP team exclusively through myself and the SWK partnership. So that is very fast, the fastest I've ever talked about ADP. I could go on for hours, but hopefully you all got a quick snippet about how ADP is unique in the market. And then my lie, I don't know if anyone guessed, but I have not been to all 7 continents. That is my lie.
I was fingers crossed that it was the one about being robbed. I think the audience probably was too. And I think you might have the record for most slides and information shared in one of these 5-minute presentations. I'm impressed.
My ability to talk fast. So
it was impressive. So I'm sure the audience is wondering, like, are we going to get these slides? We are going to send out the recording. So if you want to pause and check out one of Kristen's many slides and dive into those details, you're going to get that tomorrow. So thank you so much, Kristen. I'm going to take you off stage and bring on our next presenter, and we'll do a quick deck change here. Hey, Lou, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
You ready for your 5 minutes?
I'm ready.
I think you've got just as much to share, so let's take it away.
All right. Thank you so much. Hey, everyone. I'm Lou Perez with Lumber. Some fun facts. I used to be a professional snowboarder before working in construction. I grew up on a family farm that's been in my family since the Oregon Trail days, and I make the perfect over easy eggs every morning. So you can take a guess on which one's a lie, and I'll reveal that at the end of all the slides. So Lumber, we're a workforce management platform built specifically for construction. So it's full HCM when it comes to payroll, HR, time tracking, schedule dispatch. We even have gamification built into the time tracking application. It's really cool. And then as far as any payroll requirements within construction, we have the most compliant system, and it's AI powered. So another fun fact, we acquired an AI team, brought them in-house, and they did AI overlay over all of our modules to make them smarter, in compliance, and make the back office tools that much stronger. So we are integrated with Sage Intacct, Acumatica, many other ERPs, but this is the main focus of today. If you're using an ERP that has the API open architecture, we're probably connected to it today, and then we can do a lot to streamline the data flow. So I'm going to give you a high overview of the products. I'm going to go through a lot of slides. And the goal here is to put the visual image of what Lumber looks like in your head. So the time tracking tool, we can collect data from the field any way you can imagine. We have the deepest time tracking tool available on the market. It's available in the App Store and Google Play Store, but we have it in many different ways. You can do individual clock in and clock out. We have a foreman mode, kiosk mode. So any way that your contractor or you as a contractor works, we can actually match that scenario for you. We even can match the old school ways of using paper. So we're using AI to do time capture on paper time cards that's pulling that data and helping the payroll side that much faster. The gamification, you can customize badges based off of any rewards that you have set up in the system. It's really cool. If you complete a task faster than expected, they can get a badge for that. AI payroll is we can actually ingest CBAs, collective bargaining agreements, apply rules to the settings for unions. We automate prevailing wage certified payroll. It's all built into our product. We do money movement, direct deposit. We file your quarterly and annual taxes for you. It's still an in-house payroll product because you have your hands on the wheels. So it's really beneficial to contractors out there that are trying to get payroll done fast. We're also available in Canada. We have AI overlay over all modules where it's automated anomaly detection. So the errors are brought to you in front of you. So you know where to fix the problems and make sure that your timesheets are accurate and payroll is in compliance with what you need it to be and your workers are paid on time. We have messaging that can go from the back office to the field. We have a scheduled dispatch module where you can assign tasks to workers. They know where to go and they complete those tasks. And then we also have productivity tracking, which is a huge need to understand where you're at within your projects. We have equipment tracking. On the HR side, we have an ATS. We have an onboarding flow. All that pulls in from the ATS into onboarding for hiring. And then we have benefits administration to give that 360 experience to the workers in the field and pull in that full HCM platform. We also have credential management where you can upload license and certifications as a field worker into your wallet, and then you can be notified and alerted when those are about to expire. We're also SOC 2 Type 2 compliant. We work with DoD contractors. We're CMMC compliant. So if you are one of those contractors that needs that next level of security, we have it. We also have an Ask Isla bot in the back office to make the reports instant. For if you have a request for an customized report, you can actually get that based off of any format you want, any data you want, and you get it instantly. Lumber Care is where you can pre-authorize Lumber to approve time cards for you, and we run payroll for you if the payroll person is sick and the back office emergency comes up. We step in and help out. So the 2 truths and 1 lie. So the first 2 are true. The 1 lie is I do not make the perfect over easy egg every single morning. If I'm going to rush out the door, I'll probably put the stove on too hot, and I got to flip those eggs a little faster than expected. So I miss out on the perfect opportunity for my over easy egg. So that's Lumber. I hope I fit it within that 5-minute time frame.
Right on time. Perfect timing. I know we talked about our morning egg struggle, before this, but I think this is the first time I've seen the Oregon Trail come out. It's really taken me back to my days on my desktop computer.
Yes.
So that was great. And I'm sure people also are going to be looking back at the video to check out some of those slides. So thank you, Lou. Perfect timing. We're going to keep it rolling. And let's do a quick switch here. And I am going to be on Kimber Crumlish from Workforce Go. Are you ready? So far, everyone's crushing it. Are you ready for the 5 minutes?
Yes, ma'am. Ready to go.
Awesome. Take it away.
Thank you, Courtney. And hello, everyone. I'm Kimber Crumlish with Workforce Go, and I am so thrilled to be here with you today. Let's start with some information about me that may or may not be true. So on Friday nights, you may find me at a karaoke bar with my friends. On any Saturday afternoon, you might find me cheering for the Red and Black, also known as the Georgia Bulldogs. And on any given Sunday morning, you may find me cooking up some breakfast for my family with some Eggs Benedict and strawberry Nutella crepes. A lot of breakfast talk going on today. So I'm sure you'll be on the edge of your seat wondering which ones of those are true and not. Okay, let me go ahead and jump in here. Oh, there we go. Advance the slide. Perfect. Okay, who we are. So Workforce Go at its core is we provide technology for organizations that they need to manage their people. But what we do is so much more than that, because there's nothing more personal to your employees than getting paid, or when they take their kids to the doctor when they're sick, that their benefits are working properly. That's the reason we're here. It's the people, your employees. We want to make sure that we come through for them every time. Our teams run deep and wide in their commitment to that mission, but also their industry knowledge and expertise. Many of them have worked in HR, payroll, or time entry positions within organizations just like yours, so they're very familiar with the challenges that you face every day. Our white glove service model delivers a multi-layered approach to sales and support, providing a dedicated day-to-day contact for you, as well as additional resources to ensure timely responses and effective case resolution. Our executive sponsorship further ensures that there's attention for you from the highest levels of the Workforce Go leadership team. And this exceptional customer service model is evident in the awards that we've won, as well as the many 5-star reviews we have from our customers. So in addition to that, the service is important, but you need a system that works. The Workforce Go platform is a modern, full suite, mobile-ready HR, payroll, and timekeeping system for small to mid-sized businesses in any industry. Our HR product includes the core employee data management, onboarding, benefits, and optional modules like recruiting, performance management, ACA, learning, employee engagement, compensation management. And then our time and labor management module is more than just clocking in and clocking out. There are advanced features like attestation, leave management, and scheduling are also in that product. And then, of course, there's payroll. We have in-house and outsourced payroll models available. There's payroll, and then there's construction payroll. We do it all regardless of your industry. We also understand that organizations have unique needs, and Workforce Go's platform is flexible, and you can use our HR, timekeeping, and other modules independently with or without our payroll. So you can continue using the payroll system that might be worked with or provided by your ERP system, right alongside what you do with your Workforce Go modules that make sense. We love what we do. The system that we provide is fantastic, but some aspects do require some elbow grease and grit, right? For you and for us, projects and integration work can feel a bit like, home renovations or exercise, hard work along the way, but really pays off on the other side. There are complexities at every list of requirements and unforeseen challenges along the way, but our teams are well equipped to overcome those. And one of the ways we do that is through our great partnerships. The team at SWK is certified to implement the Workforce Go system. So with our support, you get to work with the team you already know and love, the amazing folks at SWK. One of the ways that we support them is through our robust bi-directional integration with the ERP and accounting systems that you see listed there. So if you're happy with your existing systems like Sage 100 or 300 CRE, you can use Workforce Go and our integration right alongside those. Or if you're looking to move to cloud or a cloud-based system like Acumatica or Sage Intacct, we're the best HCM platform for those solutions. We were integrated with Intacct before Sage acquired them, and we've been partnered and integrated with Acumatica since 2017. So we've been doing this a really long time, and we have hundreds of successful clients utilizing those integrations and benefiting from the years of experience we have in the ecosystem. All right, Courtney's on. So let me wrap up. At the end of the day, it all comes down to successful outcomes. This is Erica Dean. She's with Dean Cabinets in Connecticut, I believe. They purchased Workforce Go about a year and a half ago, and SWK implemented them. There's a great customer testimonial on our website where she talks about our amazing service, our tax team taking such great care of her. So please be sure to check that out. I'll end with this. We know what we're good at and we love what we're doing. And I'll tell you one thing I am definitely not good at is singing. So please, if you find me in a karaoke bar on a Friday, get me an Uber. I need to get out of there.
I'm so disappointed. I want to do karaoke with you. I was wondering which one it was.
Right. Well, I think you might regret that after we did it. But thank you, Courtney, and thank you, everyone. I appreciate the opportunity to be here.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kimber. And if you didn't see it, that success story is in the chat. So if you want to check that out, you can find the link in the chat there. So Kimber, I'm going to take you off and we are going to move forward to our last but not least presenter of the day. Hey, Melissa, how you doing?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Great. So Melissa's going to take us on our last 5 minutes, and then we're going to go into Q&A. So this is a great time. I've seen some good questions out there. So get those questions in as we start to head to wrapping up. So Melissa, you've got 5 minutes. Are you ready to go?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Awesome. Take it away.
Perfect. Thank you. Hi, everyone. So my name is Melissa Bryan. I'm excited to share why Sage HRMS might be exactly what your HR team is looking for. And yes, you've guessed it. I'm also doing 2 truths and a lie. By now, you're probably pros at this game. So let's see if you can catch mine. Number 1, I grew up in a small farming community with only 120 people. Number 2, I've never broken a bone. And 3, I've lived in 3 states. I'll reveal my answer at the end. Now, if you've ever felt stuck between basic HR payroll systems that can't do enough and enterprise solutions that cost way too much, you're not alone. And that's the gap Sage HRMS was built to fill, giving mid-market companies real power without the enterprise price tag. Okay, let's start with the obvious question. Is HRMS even for you? So Sage HRMS is built for companies with roughly 50 to 1,000 employees. That's the sweet spot where you've outgrown basic tools, but don't need or want to pay for massive enterprise systems. Here's what makes it flexible. If you're already running Sage 100 or Sage 300, HRMS integrates seamlessly. You can keep your existing payroll and just add the HR functionality, or go all in with other products as well. It's your choice. But here's the thing, it also works completely standalone. So if you're not on a Sage ERP, that's perfectly fine. HRMS can still be your full HR and payroll solution. And for organizations that need to keep data in-house, there's an on-prem option now. We typically recommend hosting for easier updates and maintenance, but if on-prem is important to your team, it is available. One of the biggest frustrations we hear from HR teams is being forced to buy and pay for features they don't actually need. Sage HRMS works differently. You can start with HR Core, that's your employee records, compliance tracking, and reporting. And then when you're ready, you can add modules like payroll, benefits admin, time and labor, recruiting, onboarding, whatever your business needs next. So no forced bundles, no paying for tools that will sit unused. Another plus is the implementation is fast. I mean, we're talking 6 weeks to 3 months, depending on which modules you are implementing. Unlike all-in-one systems where you're locked into paying for everything up front, HRMS lets you phase in what you need and when you need it. All right, let's talk about what this actually looks like day to day, because features only matter if they solve real problems. The complete employee lifecycle tracking from the day someone's hired to the day they leave. You will see everything in one place. Job history, pay changes, promotions, performance notes, all of it. No more hunting through Excel spreadsheets or old email threads to piece together someone's employment history. There's built-in compliance reporting. So HRMS has built-in EEO, workers' comp, ACA benefits, and more. And what I really like is you have access to full audit trails. So you can see what happened, when it happened, and who made it happen. With the onboarding and offboarding checklist, you'll never miss a step during employee transitions or transactions. The system walks you through everything, so nothing falls through the cracks. So what does this all add up to? Less time hunting for information, more time doing strategic HR work that actually moves your business forward. Okay, so Final question, why Sage HRMS instead of other options out there? Simple, because you shouldn't have to choose between straightforward, powerful, and affordable. With HRMS, you get all three. It's scalability by design. You can grow into features as you need them in phases. You can customize without breaking things, create custom screens and add custom fields, and those customizations survive every update. And what's best, it's easy to learn and even easier to use. So the interface is very straightforward, which means minimum training time for your team and faster adoption across your organization. Sage HRMS delivers fast ROI. Lower cost plus faster implementation equals immediate productivity. So, if you're ready to see whether Sage HRMS is the right fit for your business, let's talk specifics in the Q&A. Happy to answer any questions you may have. And we're going to be having a poll, so let us know if you'd like to learn more, and we'll hook you up with the right people. And I noticed I was on the wrong slide, so I apologize about that. So my lie, everyone knows already, but is that I've actually only lived in 2 states. So I did grow up in a very small community, farming community, and I've never broken a boat, and knock on wood. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Melissa. I'm glad we were able to get back on that right slide. I wish one of my facts could be I haven't broken a bone. That's that's my dream, but that's awesome. So thank you so much, Melissa. We had a Sage HRMS fan in the chat, so that's always great to see. So we are now going to use our last few minutes to dive into a Q&A session. So a couple things there. We've had some great questions in the chat. So if you have a question and get it in now, our poll is also live, so if you want to learn about one of these solutions, multiples of these solutions, we're happy to connect you with the right people at SWK and the right people at the various organizations that presented today. So definitely let us know in that poll. You can also head to the page that will be in the follow-up email tomorrow with the recording. So I'm going to get these decks off here and get all my presenters back on stage. Hello, hello, one more. Hey everyone, that was great. You guys were all very, very on time and quick with it. I don't know why Kimber is showing a little frozen for us, but hopefully we'll get her back. Okay, there she is. Perfect. Gotta love tech. Okay, so I want to kick things off with a question of, we have companies out there that we know are using Excel spreadsheets. They've got basic payroll systems. So I want to open it up to the group. And can you tell me, what do you think is, the capability that typically makes the biggest impact, for someone that's on that very basic system, moving to a more robust HR payroll system?
I would say a lot of duplicate entry. They're really dealing with disjointed systems that aren't talking to each other. So as soon as they make an implementation with software like any of ours, it's going to make their life easier. So making an upgrade and having a crawl, walk, run approach really helps out introduce technology to them. So if they're maybe just testing out one module and then leaning into another, it's a really good approach to just introduce the team in the back office to like what the capabilities are, and they see the ROI live. They're like, oh, okay, wow, this actually was a lot faster, my team's not spending this much time here, and maybe we can introduce something else. So we notice that as soon as they adopt one piece, then they eventually expand out to others, and it just, they're really getting to themselves to know and build their own knowledge on the capabilities with technology in general.
Yeah, couldn't agree with Lou more. I would say definitely having the ability to, once you're all in the vendor you choose, really diving deep into that implementation, taking the trainings and looking at all the ways you can remove the paper by, the entire employee life cycle. So managing that onboarding process electronically, so you're not rekeying data multiple times. I'm sure a lot of our systems accept imports, where if you want to import information from a system, you can import it in. Obviously, integrations is something that's already been talked about. So taking advantage of having integrations between any third-party systems that you're using, so you're not doing manual work between multiple. So lots of ways I think that people can remove those spreadsheets as long as you are open to it once you determine you're going to be all in on a solution.
And I would just add, we're barely scratching the surface on the AI capabilities and the analytics that are with more modern systems. Using those tools to help you make better business decisions that you just cannot get out of spreadsheets, I think it's just a huge win.
Yes, those are all great answers. So, and we're at our 30-minute mark. So if you have to jump, we're going to keep going for just a minute so we can get these questions answered. But if you have to jump, no worries. This is going to be on the recording. I also am just going to add to stage real fast. We have our poll is live. So you can go over to the right-hand side of your screen to answer the poll. So I love it when people answer the polls. I love it when you guys chat. It makes me happy because I get to talk to you all on all these webinars. So appreciate that. And what I wanted to add to our stage is we had a great question that originally came in for ADP when they were presenting, and she followed up and said, I'd love to get this answer from all the panelists. So, and I don't know if you can see it with all of us on stage here. Let me see if I can make it bigger there.
It.
Okay. So the question is, it might be a little cut off for some people, but the question is, construction projects often involve complex pay structures, multiple job sites, union or prevailing wage requirements. So how does ADP tailor, ADP, all the presenters here today, tailor its payroll and workforce management tools to address unique compliance and reporting challenges? So a lot to that question there. But I think if we can focus on, the construction industry aspect, and then also that general aspect of, industries and companies that have a lot of different requirements and reporting challenges.
Yeah, happy to take that on first. I appreciate the question. And I know I quickly touched on construction because I was going so fast, probably didn't actually have it fully thought out there. So appreciate the follow-up question. Workforce Now for construction was built to handle the complexities for everything that you asked in your question and the necessary reporting. So certified payroll and union needed to make sure that pay and information get back to your funding sources correctly. Our construction edition has set up tables that allow the client to manage government and union contracts for prevailing wages, fringes, union wages, and benefits rates. And once time is captured, the construction-focused payroll engine applies the right wages and benefits based on the projects worked, job class performed, for example, if you're a carpenter, in the union and class code if applicable. So a lot has changed specifically for ADP in the construction market in the past 3 years by launching Workforce Now for construction, specifically for the construction industry. So thanks for the question.
I think that was a fantastic answer too, Kristen. And Kimber brought up a good point about AI and everything that we're working on kind of behind the scenes. So construction payroll is the most complex payroll. I mean, that's that's a reason why lumber was even created, was because a lot of like the mainstream payroll wasn't adapting to the requirements within construction payroll for union configurations and time tracking needs and really different scenarios. So what we did was, when we're applying AI, we're taking in those CBAs, the collective bargaining agreements, applying the rules to the settings in payroll automatically with AI has been an absolute game changer, especially for larger contractors. We have contractors that have like over 500 union agreements, which is absolutely insane. It takes a massive team to configure all these rules within the settings of the product in itself. So we're utilizing AI to automate all of this. And then also with the certified payroll process with prevailing wage, we're really changing the game for construction payroll. So it's such a fun topic to talk about. I know I could probably talk about it too long, but automation and AI is really coming to the construction industry and just making everybody's jobs a lot easier.
Yeah, I would just add the collaboration with the team that you're working with is just so important. There are all the complexities that Kristen and Lou mentioned that are clear and stated in either legislation or in the CBAs. And then there's the unclear part where it's a little more up to interpretation. And that's where the teams have got to work together to make sure that we're setting up systems that meet your needs, and that we're also interpreting things that are maybe a little more kludgy in the best way that will keep an organization still in compliance. So it's really that collaboration and teamwork that I think is so important.
100%.
Yeah. And really finding out what the needs are for each client and matching them with what best system works for them and their needs.
Agreed.
I think Melissa summed up, the SWK goal in general right there with that. And I'm stealing Kluge from Kimber. That's new to me. I think I could talk to this group all day long. So I really appreciate the people that have stuck around for our extra 6 minutes. I did get one more question. So we're gonna have our final question I want to get answered before we sign off. And this person asked, have any of the products integrated with Udo? So anyone, and someone said they think ADP does. So can you guys comment on if your solution integrates with Udo or not? I think I'm saying it right.
We have so our platform was built, it's open architecture. So we have open APIs. We can actually connect to anything. So as long as they have open APIs, we can connect to it, no problem. And we actually use agentic AI to automate the API process for integrating with other platforms. So even that part's automated. So it's crazy the times that we're in with even automating integrations today.
Yeah, that's huge. We're gonna have to have a whole new session next year just to cover what's changed from today to next year with all the AI capabilities. So thank you so much. You guys have been an excellent panel. Absolutely crushed those hard 5-minute presentations. I know it's hard to figure out what the heck we can fit in 5 minutes. So there is so much more to uncover about all the solutions today, especially, with your industry specific needs, your integration specific needs. So definitely head to the link at the top or the links in the follow-up email tomorrow with the recording to learn more about each of these solutions. They all have great pages on our website with more info. And I appreciate all the answers to the poll. If you didn't get a chance to answer the poll, you're watching this recording tomorrow, you can always reach us at webinars@swktech.com, info@swktech.com, or, answer on that landing page that we sent you. And we'll be happy to connect you with the right team members, the right people at SWK to help you navigate what solution may work for you. So thank you all. Thank you for the little bit of extra time you give us today. We hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. And thank you all the panelists for your time.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thanks,
Bye,
everyone.